What's going on? It is Jason. Yeah. Whoop, whoop. Ariga. Well, actually, I didn't. I have no more coffee left because I just got done doing a live with my buddy David over. I just did a video. I'm trying a new thing where I'm calling it the Humble Dose, and I invited guests to join me, and we just chop it up. We just hang out. And that's kind of what I just did. And I wasn't going to go live again, but then I kind of started feeling guilty because I go live every Sunday and I like to share my analytics. So I have enough time before I have a hard out. So I'm going to do it. And I feel motivated to do it. So let's just get it done. But yeah, I have no more coffee left. So I was about to do the ariga. But I have no coffee, so I should go get some more, but I'm not going to. All right, how's everybody doing? I'm doing good. I'm just going to go ahead and hop over here and put welcome in. Drop a line if you are feeling fine. Yeah. All right. So I just got done doing a live podcasty interview thing with my buddy David. I used this platform called Riverside. So I'm trying to work out some bugs. So the first thing I noticed when I did the video is I swore that the main shot was just the logo of this journey that I'm on called the Humble Dose. I have a pre-built logo. I thought that was front and center. And I was thinking I'm backstage in the platform, like you can't see me. And it was not the case. I am there on the side, holding my coffee cup, waiting for the intro song to kind of get done. And I'm just like, do, 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 do. Luckily, I wasn't picking my nose or doing anything weird like that. And then I go, it was silly. So I have to work out some technical things with it. It's new to me. I'm sure I can figure it out. But yeah, I just watched the little first few minutes of it and I was like, oh, that's not what I envisioned happening. That's not what happened. So quite funny. But I do grateful that my buddy David came on, first guest to the Humble Dose. Excited. And he shared time with me and told me a little bit about his journey and his creative profession. So we talked about that. And then we talked a little personal stuff too, which I kind of want a healthy balance of both. So it kind of, yeah, I'm grateful for his time that he came on. We talked for over an hour and it just went by like that. And I was just so intrigued by, the stories he had to share. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. So go check it out. Hear David's story. It was a lot of fun sitting down, talking to him. Yeah, the Humble Dose. I'm kicking it off. It's been brewing in the back of my mind. Even has a little logo. Maybe I'll share the logo with you guys. Let me go to let me see if I can find it. And I'll just share it with you. Right? Yeah, I can share that with you. Boom. Yeah. Let me just blow this bad boy up and then hop over here. Here we go. So, boom. There it be. There it be, the little bee. That's my logo for the Humble Dose. And I got to give a shout out to my friend Kat, who helped me with the design a little bit. I kind of had the idea to use a little bumblebee, the Humble Bumble. Yeah, and the way I had it drawn was a little weird, so Kat helped me fix his arms a little bit and dial some things in. So this is my logo to the Humble Dose, and I'm excited about it. So this is going to be a fun journey. Hoping that I can get some more guests on that I can chop it up with and get to know. I'm excited about it, appreciative of David. Ooh, I'm probably not in the shot. Let me go. There I am. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm hoping the journey is fun and fruitful. Like it already inspired. I was so excited this morning to do this interview with David. Like I was fired up. It got me motivated. Just sharing time with another creative and talking shop for a little bit, even get to know his personal life, was just a lot of fun. But it's the new journey. It's going to be a new playlist on my YouTube channel called The Humble Dose. Excited for it, and this is my logo for it, the little humble bumblebee. So, yeah. All right. So yeah, just got done doing that. Like I said, we talked for like over an hour, and it just went by super fast. So, yeah, that was dope. And if you haven't, go check that video out. It'd be awesome if you go check it out. And then what's been happening? So this past week on Wednesday, I got to go see Connor Price and Nick D, some artists that I enjoy. And I got into it, in my last live last week when I talked about some of my friends think they're corny, corny TikTok guys who are making music. I get it, but they're not corny to me. I enjoy their music. Their music's dope. Their music's clean, so I'm able to like have a good time listening to their music and bump it in the car, bump it at the house where my kids are around, and I don't have to worry about them dropping F-bombs or being vulgar. And my kids enjoy the music. They're dancing around. They're having fun. They do this one song called Up, him and Forrest Frank, and my son loves it. They're dancing. My daughter loves it. And yeah, they just have a good time. So they came here to Tempe last Wednesday. Me and my buddy Robbie went to go check them out. Had a lot of fun. Great concert. It was dope. It was at the Marquee Theater here in Tempe, so it was just a lot of fun. So excited that I had an opportunity to hang out with my boy Robbie and share some time with him, and then check out a dope concert. So that was a good time. SG, things are going good. Had to get a couple videos done, especially for a client that is submitting some stuff for an award. So we had to like dial in some things for them. And that was, it was tricky because we are using the footage that was provided to us from the client to turn it into basically, I don't know, it's like you're not knocking the client's work, but these aren't like the best images or the best videos. It's not what they do. Their design, it's a design group, and they design things, and video and imagery is not, part of the forte for them to like capture really good video and photography. So they kind of, provided like cell phone type footage and things like that. And they're like, here you go. This is all the footage, a point cloud design that they did, and a bunch of other cool stuff from the design world that I know nothing about. But, we had to like piece a story together utilizing their footage and hope that it, produces results for them winning an award for the project. So, yeah, and it is in conjunction with ASU. So ASU, the project was for ASU. They were the main client, and and then our client, the one that we're working with, did some work for ASU, and they're presenting it for an award, and we're excited to kind of piece that together. And I had to wrap that up on Friday, and it's been tricky, trying to basically take footage that's provided to you and turn it into something amazing to help tell a story. It's a challenge, but I love challenges, and it was a lot of fun trying to figure it out. And I think, we got it there. So we'll hear more on Monday. So hopefully it all goes well. But yeah, just dialing things in edit-wise at Small Giants has been going really good. And my voice is getting hoarse because we've been talking a lot. And my energy might be a little low because I put a lot of energy into the interview right before this one with my buddy David. So I apologize if that's the case. I don't mean for it to be low, but I'm feeling it's like, oh man, I've been here for a while and I'm trying to get things dialed in, and I got a hard out. So I got a hard out by 3, and so I got to get moving because I got to pack everything up and clean it up. But I love doing this. This is, awesome for me. So, yeah, happy 4th of July, 250 years. Happy birthday, America. It's been, so it's funny. Our in-laws, we're watching their dog, for him right now. Little Shadow. He's a little poodle, little miniature poodle. And, I'm not a pet person. We have a dog, a golden doodle pumpkin, who, it's my wife's dog, but she's part of the family. So it is what it is. I love the dog. And I don't necessarily love other people's dogs. It's not, my friend Tyler would probably be like, you love Rumble because Rumble's like the office dog. But I'm just like, I don't really love other people's dogs or pets, but that's just me. I'm just being honest. And so I have my in-laws' dog staying at the house, and it was kind of convenient that they go out of town, and they're in Hawaii right now. So it's kind of convenient that they go out of town on the 4th of July and give us this little miniature poodle that does not like fireworks. So it was a long night of listening to that dog. It's a yelper, man. It's just like yelping at every little pop and noise that the fireworks make. And then it drives my dog nuts, who's normally not a barker. She'll bark when people are at the door and just that kind of stuff. Just not a constant barker. And so when that dog's barking, my dog starts barking, and then it's just like a thing. So it was a long night of listening to that, and so I'm a little tired. But it was good. So my wife, here's the thing. I'm 50. And I find it a challenge being 50 years old, and I have a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old, little kids, and they need community. They need other friends to hang out and play with. But it's tough at my age to make friends with other people who have kids our age. And so, yeah, it's a challenge. And I just think me personally, a lot of my friends don't have kids, or people that I know just don't have kids, or their kids are grown. Not a lot of them have kids my age, but so I lean on my wife, and my wife's like, we got to be more intentional at building a community for our kids so they have friends. So we got to find people and get out of this, whatever it is that keeps us stuck, not putting ourselves out there and making friends with other people, who have kids our kids' age, so they can have a community. We're making small moves to make this happen. So on Thursday nights, I go to Celebrate Recovery. I'm starting to bring my kids with me so they can be part of childcare there and interact with other kids their age, which is super awesome. They love it. They already met a little friend named Emma, who they enjoy being around, and they have fun together, and they get excited about going on Thursdays. And then this 4th of July, yesterday, my wife's like, hey, my friend invited us over to their house for 4th of July. Do you want to go? My first response was, nah, I'm good. But then she's like, we got to do something. We got to get out of this. I just kind of wanted to just chill at the house. But, she's right. We have to put ourselves out there to go hang out with these people. And I don't mean that rudely, these people, but just, but it's like, she's already friends with this woman. She's been friends with her. We have kids around the same age, and it makes sense. They do play dates together. They do those things. So they already have a friendship. So to them, they're just hanging out. But for me, it's like I'm forced mingled to be there. I'm being forced to mingle with now her friend's husband, who I don't know. I've never met him. And it's like, here we go. You got a force yourself to connect with this person and like hang out. It's like, what if I don't like them? Now, her husband was a really nice guy. His name's Joel, I think. Really nice guy, but I don't know him. So it's like an awkward thing. Like you're hanging out, you don't know him. We're in their home, you know, and it's just a weird thing. I don't know if anybody else has ever felt like that or been in that scenario where they're like forced to like hang out with people they don't know, and because your wife is friends with them, and it's like, what if you don't get along? Like, what if there's like issues or something like that? I don't know. It's just like weird. And I probably suck at like making friends anyway, because I'm just not out there socially like with other people and hanging out and doing things like that. So I mean, I feel like I'm socially awkward at times because I spend a lot of my time either behind a camera or here, in this case, in front of the camera, just like not really hanging out with people. And so, yeah, there's that. And that's kind of how we spent our 4th of July. Went over to my wife's friend's house, hung out with them. Then they invited more friends, so there was more people I didn't know that were there. And it's just I find it awkward, but I have to be okay with it because my kids need community. So it's important. And I want to make sure that I'm doing my best to ensure that my kids have friends and they hang out with other people. And so I have to put my feelings to the side and be more intentional about making friends. So, but it's just awkward. I don't know. I might be out in left field on this. Maybe other people don't have problem making friends like that, but I find it to be a struggle being a guy at 50, you know, hanging out with other people. So, but yeah, so that's what we did for the 4th. It was fun. It was good. You know, they started to like play games. Me and my wife, we don't do any board games. We're not board gamers. I wouldn't say we wouldn't want to be, but we just aren't. And other than playing cribbage, like me and my dad play cribbage, but we don't play a lot of board games. So they're all having fun playing board games, but it was close to the time me and my wife had to go anyway, so we kind of chose not to partake in the board gaming adventure that all the other people were on. So then you're kind of feeling like you're left out. I don't know. It's just a weird thing. But that's kind of how we spent our 4th, which was good. And I'm grateful that they invited us over. We got to eat some good food and just hang out. And I got to meet some new people. And I don't know if a friendship will form or not, but at least I'm trying. So, yeah, that's where that's at. So, and then the fireworks and the dang yelping dog was kind of my evening. So, but yeah, I've started watching this series called Widow's Bay. So it's been a fun little, you know, series to watch on Apple TV, I think, or Netflix. I can't remember. One of the streaming platforms. I'm watching Widow's Bay. It's kind of interesting. I was excited about trying it out and seeing how I like it. It's kind of a mix between like a dark comedy with horror. So it's kind of got some spooky stuff in it, but then some funny things too. So it's been a fun little series to watch. Haven't really found anything else on the streaming platforms that I can just like geek out in, you know. I'm waiting for Silo season 3 to come out. Me and my wife watched the first 2 seasons, so we liked it. So we're excited about season 3, and I think it comes out in a couple weeks. So, or it might already be out. I'm not sure. I didn't see it on, so I don't think it's out yet, but excited for that. But yeah, that's kind of how things have been. So if you are new to the channel or tuning in at a later time, my name's Jason. I like to go live every Sunday and talk about what's happening in my life. And I just announced that I got a new series or something that I'm started called The Humble Dose. I already just dropped episode 1 with my buddy David. Go check that out. But then on top of that, I go over my analytics and I kind of share how the channel's doing. I didn't know if I was going to do it today since I've already been live for like an hour and something. I didn't know if I was going to go live again and go over my analytics, but I'm going to. So I got to get it done. I promised the people that I would do it, and I'm not going to let the people down. So I'm going to hop into my analytics because I have a heart out in just like, I got 10 minutes. So I think I can get my analytics done in 10 minutes. But if you're new or tuning in at a later time, thank you so much for being here. I greatly appreciate you. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and dive into some analytics and get this party started. So, yeah, let me minimize that. And then I'll hop over. Let's go down. And then I will go boom, boom. Put me at the bottom. There I am. Let's open up YouTube. Not ChatGPT, YouTube. I like using ChatGPT to help me write some stuff. Put my thoughts together, grammar correct, and, so yeah, I like ChatGPT for that kind of stuff. And I have some more cool things to share about AI. I want to do a video for it, but I haven't quite got there yet. So, but I will. I'll get there. All right, let's go into my YouTube studio. We'll blow this up. Let's full screen this bad boy. Why does this look like this? Oh, that's weird. Entire screen. All right, so there's my buddy David. Yay! There's the video we just dropped. So, yeah, you should go check that video out. But where I'm at, I got 958 subscribers. I have a goal of hitting 1,000. I'm getting so close. I'm excited for it. And but this is where I'm at in the last 28 days. I got 958 subscribers. Whoop whoop. So let's go into analytics. And what I like to do is take the top 3 that you see here: views, watch hours, and subscribers. And I like to compare it by weekly view. So I'm going to look at this week's compared to the previous week, and then we'll chop it up and look at it, and just to geek out on it. I don't do anything with these analytics other than admire them, I guess, or scratch my head at them. So, because there are times where my channel is doing well for a small channel, it gets views and it's like moving along. And then there's times where I have subscribers leave, and then my subscriber count drops. Because it's easy to, when you have a goal and you're looking at how many subscribers you have, it's easy to see when people start, dropping from your channel, and it's fine. It's not going to stop me from creating content, and I'm going to keep doing it. And I do have a goal, and that's awesome, because I think people should set goals. And it's awesome that I have a goal in mind. It's been my goal since I started doing YouTube. It's not for monetary reasons or getting monetized as a channel. I think that's a perk when you hit 1,000 subscribers. But the goal is just to get 1,000 subscribers. That's the goal. So we are plugging along, getting close to that. We're at 958, which is amazing to me. That 958 people come along with me on this journey with this channel, which I find super awesome and fascinating. So, all right, let's take a look at comparing this. I have to first set up the custom view real quick and do everything for this week to the previous week. Yep, so that's the previous week. And then hit apply. All right, so this is what the channel's done this week. So I got no new subscribers, which is okay. It happens. So, but I did get 3,000 views on my content, and I got 33 watch hours, which is super awesome. And I'm excited about that. But now I like to compare it to the previous week, so I have to go up here to advanced mode. Here we go. And then I go into add comparison, and I go period over period and hit add. All right, so here we are. So the previous week, which is in purple, it was a low week that week. And I remember seeing the stats from last week, and yeah, 1,800 views versus 3,000 views this week. And it was weird. It's like I still posted kind of regular with my shorts and things, but just like I don't know if my channel was, in a state of stagnation where it wasn't really getting a lot of views on my shorts. Which normally, if I post a short, I'll get at least 100 to 200 views on a short, sometimes in the thousands. But then for the last previous week, I got barely 20 views on some shorts. So sometimes my content, and I don't know, I don't know how to market myself with my content. I should probably learn how to type up stuff and market it for YouTube so the algorithm can push it to the right people, but I don't really spend a lot of energy doing that. So I don't have high expectations that it's to me, it's hit or miss. Well, that video didn't do good, or that whatever. And good is relative. To me, I'm going to create, I'm still going to post it, so it does matter because I appreciate the people tuning in and watching, but it doesn't drive my motivation to create content. It doesn't stifle in any way. So, but yeah, this week I got 3,000 views, comparable to the 1,800 the previous week. Now what about watch hours? All right, so I got 32 last week, I got 33. So that's kind of, about the same. And then subscribers. So I got 1 subscriber the previous week, and I got no subscribers this week, which is okay. It happens. So just want to give a shout out to all my subscribers who come along with me on this journey. I greatly appreciate you. Thank you so much for being part of it. And yeah, I'm excited. So we're just moving right along. And that's pretty much all I go over as far as comparison. I compared it to the previous week, and I'm comparing it to this week and seeing where we're at. This is all this stuff, all these little things here are what make up this number. So as you can see, I got no subscribers, so no videos got me any kind of subscribers, which makes sense. But I like to geek out on a few other things, so I end the comparison, remove comparison, and then go back to what I like to look at, geography. Boom. So here is where everybody tuned in from this week. So I have United States, India, Indonesia, Canada, Sweden, Germany, Australia, United Kingdom, Yemen, Netherlands, Turkey, Pakistan, South Africa, Norway, Finland, New Zealand, Spain, that's cool, Bangladesh, Iraq, and then Uzbekistan, Saudi Arabia, which is awesome, and Egypt. That's, I don't know, has Egypt, yeah, maybe, I think. I don't know which countries are new or not new, but I just find it so awesome that I have this many views from all these different regions of the world. It's been super dope to have that happen. So that's why I love YouTube, because your reach is far. You have far reach with a platform like YouTube to get your videos out there, and I just find that super awesome. And then let's go ahead and get into, not that, let's get into viewer age. Here we are. So 18 to 24, 25 to 34, all the way to 55, 64, with 25 to 34 being the biggest piece of the pie. It's been kind of even, really, not too far off. So a wide gamut, a wide view, which I find super awesome. Normally I have 13 to 18-year-olds over here sometimes, but it's been a while since I've had that age demographic here. I think I have older, people content. How am I going to say that? Older people content doesn't sound right. I just have content that's probably more viewable from an older person versus somebody who's 13. They're not going to find any joy out of my videos, I don't think. So maybe not. I know one kid who likes my videos. His name's Dasher. He's awesome, and he normally tunes in I find him to be very supportive, and he's 13, I think, which I find super awesome. So, yeah. All right. What else do I like to look at? I keep going to the wrong tab. All right. And if I'm speaking fast, it's because I have a heart out, so I got to get this done. I got 10 more minutes. All right. Viewer gender, we have 76% male to 24% female viewership. So there we are. And then what else? Device type. Here we are. All right, mobile phone always takes the cake. Then we got computer, TV, and tablet. There's that. And then operating system. Here we are. Who's on top? Android by a landslide. Yeah. I'm kind of giving up that iOS is ever going to be in that top slot. They were for a while. They were kind of running the top spot, but it's been like over a year, I think, since iOS has been on top. But that's cool. Shout out to all my Android users. That's awesome. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get out of this and look at the top performing content during this week. This video, which is an older video, has gotten 1,300 views, which I find super inspiring and motivating that some of my older stuff is getting views. My last live, I got 52 views, which is awesome. And then this old video's gotten 87 views. This trackpad one's growing. Like this has like 4,000 views on it or something. Oh, 2,900 views, which is pretty dope. Yeah, almost 3,000 views. And it's, you kind of see it spiking up, which is kind of cool. Or no, that's my channel. What about this video, the analytics? It's kind of sloped down. Oh, no, here it is. Oh, here it is. Here's the graph. It's spiking up. It's gotten me 1 subscriber. That's super awesome. Yeah, it just kind of started taking off. That's a high climb, too. That's like boop, 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 boop. Yeah. All it takes is one video to just like blow your channel up. And me and David were just talking about that. I have a video that's gotten like 60,000 views almost, or somewhere around there, which is super fascinating. That, you know, because I'm a small channel. Having like that many views on a video is just mind-blowing to me. So, yeah. I mean, even my video with David here has already gotten 11 views, which I find super dope. Hopefully you guys get a kick out of that video. Get to know David a little more. He's awesome. He's an awesome, solid dude. And it was fun chatting with him. And yeah. All right. Well, I think that's about everything I look at. So let me just go back to here. All right. Let me pop open the... Ooh, Vegan Kings. Yo, what up, bro? Here's another... Dude, Vegan Kings has been an amazing... I've been following him. I remember when we kind of like got connected, you know, he was trying to grow his channel. He's gotten like, I think he's like at like 11,000, 12,000 subscribers, and he's just like doing lives, doing cooking videos, and it's just like, he's inspiring. So I love seeing that you're getting subscribers and you kind of blew your channel up, brother, and I appreciate you hopping into the live. So yeah, man, I am doing good. Life's good, fam's good. Me and the wife are doing really good. Kids are healthy, man. I am too blessed to be stressed, too grateful to be hateful. So life is good, man. Yeah, dude, Vegan Kings has been following me for a long time. I've been following him for a long time. Back when we had barely any subscribers, you know, he's definitely put a lot of work into growing his channel. And I've kind of just been doing my own thing. Haven't really put a lot of energy to growing my channel the right way, the YouTube way. He's definitely got the science behind it. So go check out his channel, follow him. He makes a really great, you know, because me and my wife were, you know, vegan we're not vegan anymore. But you know, we were at the time, and so I find a lot of his stuff helpful, like his recipes, the food he was cooking, and everything he cooks is delicious. So definitely go check out, even if you're vegan or not, go check out his videos and learn how to make some stuff with like flavor and soul to it. It's good food, man. You won't be disappointed at all. So yeah, YouTube is YouTube. Yeah, it can be hard. So yeah. But I'm glad that you're plugging along, man, and I love when we get to connect and support each other. I appreciate you. So, but I gotta get out of here. I have a hard out at 3:15. Got a couple more minutes, but want to say appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say. I'm kind of losing. My brain's kind of messed up right now because I've been here, you know, I did a hour-long interview before this video, and now I'm doing this video to try to wrap things up, but greatly appreciate you. And with that being said, I think I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, bro. Yeah, you never forget where you come from. That's humble. You got to remain humble and be proud of yourself, man. You know, you put in a lot of work. I've seen the work that you put in, so definitely got to remember where you came from. Remember to stay humble. And that's why I liked the name of this new series I'm starting called The Humble Dose. I got to remind myself, I'm just a humble dude out here just trying to love God, love people, and build a community and share that community with all of you. So go check out my first episode if you haven't. Greatly appreciate you guys. And with that being said, I will catch you on the next one. Boo! Hopefully I can stop this thing the right way. So, all right, guys, we'll see you later. Thanks for tuning in. All right.